Hey guys, Dan here with your Masked Singer recap for the week. We're getting down to the wire here. There's only 5 singers tonight. We dropped one, so now we're going to have 4 left. There's only 2 more weeks of shows. Next week is a new episode, and then the week after, there's 2 episodes, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. And I'm not sure if both of them are competitions or if the Tuesday one is a recap of the whole season. I don't know. But anyway, 2 weeks from tonight, we will have a victor in the Masked Singer. So let's get to it. Pretty short and sweet again this week. The guest judge was a comedian named Jeff Dye, who I am not familiar with at all. I think he's the only guest judge that I didn't know. He had some insight, but when you're this far along in the season and you haven't been keeping up with all the clues, your guesses are just sort of wild. But all right, so first up was the frog. In the clue package, he said he might have, or he indicated that he might have a child because he was talking about struggling to find footing before he had his tadpole. There was loaves of French bread in there. He sang "Bust a Move," and then after the song selection for the week, each of the people gave an extra clue, and it was the gag behind it was something that was stolen off of their front porch. I don't know. I guess that's a hot thing right now with everybody being in quarantine. I'm not sure. Although I guess they would have they would have filmed this before quarantine even happened. But anyway, his was a picture of a private jet. This speaks even more to Bow Wow. I've been hitting the Bow Wow drum since the first week this guy was on. But he famously took a faked private jet photo for, I think it was Instagram or Twitter or something, and he got in some sort of celebrity crap for that. But we did actually have a Bow Wow guess for once. Robin was on Bow Wow last week too, but we also had guesses for Sir Mix-a-Lot, Anthony Mackie, and Ken, always out in left field. I swear the producers are telling him to say stupid things. Guessed Derek Hough from Dancing with the Stars. There's just no way. There's no way in a million years. All right, up next was the kitty. She, believe it or not, got voted out this week, so we'll come back to her. The rhino was next. He talked about having struggles before his wife came around. There were like 3 little ones, so we assume he has 3 children. There were some ballet slippers. He sang "You've Lost That Love and Feelin'" from the Righteous Brothers, and the extra clue was from his front porch was it was a navy hat. He said that really means a lot to him. So, going with the Navy theme, Ken thought it was David James Elliott from Jag. He plays Jag. I don't know. I had to look up who that even was because I don't watch Jag. But Trace Adkins was one of the guesses. Jason Aldean. So country singers. I think we've pretty much established that this is not a known country singer, that maybe he has some country albums, maybe he even has a few country hits a little bit, but that he is more known for something else. I think we've whittled it down to being an athlete turned singer. I'm still not positive on this, but the Barry Zito guess continues to make sense for me. In fact, Barry Zito did an episode of Jag. So there's even a Jag connection with him. And he's talked about the wife and things before in other clue packages, so none of that was really new information. So next was Night Angel. She talked about her career starting at age 4. She mentioned a bunch of Destiny's Child song titles, I think trying to throw people off, but it's possible that she also maybe wrote or co-wrote some of those songs. We also had Columbia shown on a map, the country. She sang "Last Dance" by Donna Summer, and then the extra clue for her found on her porch was snow boots and goggles. I've been on the Candy Burst train for weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't really need any of these clues, telling me anything new. But the guesses from the panel on this one: T-Boz from TLC, Tamika Harris, and Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys, come on. You would be able to tell if it was Alicia Keys singing up there. All right, and then finally, the turtle. He talked about underneath the shell, he's an insecure guy. There were a lot of comic book references and motifs. There was a wedding cake. There were some poker chips. He sang Fix You from Coldplay, which was by far the song of the night. I mean, this is an amazing song anyway. It's hard to really screw it up if you've got a halfway decent voice, and Turtle certainly does. So, that was. Oh, and 1999 was shown as well in the package. So the extra clue from him was this creepy looking zombie. We've talked before about Jesse McCartney and how all of the clues match up. He was on a show, a TV show, with a zombie motif. But in terms of some of the other clues we saw, wedding cake, he is currently engaged. He got engaged last fall, so he's looking forward to wedding bells. And then the 1999 thing, well, that is the year he joined his boy band Dream Street. So it's Jesse McCartney once again. Been saying this for a long, long time. Norman Reedus was one of the guesses because of the zombie thing. Howie Dorough from Backstreet Boys still on sort of the boy band train. And finally, we got a Jesse McCartney guess from the panel. Oh my God, it only took so long. Somebody pointed out to me in the comments last week that, because I was like, how is Robin just getting the 106 and Park clue for Bow Wow when he guessed Bow Wow last week? And one of my loyal viewers on YouTube commented that they've obviously finished filming the season by now because there's an audience and it's long before quarantine. But she was like, basically the episodes we're seeing now, or that we're seeing now, were filmed in like the middle of February, so that means that we as the audience have already seen the first one or two episodes, so now the judges can actually look between tapings on the internet and see what the buzz is about. So I'm sure Robin saw that somebody pointed out, because it's like, what is he bringing up a clue from literally the first week for? Didn't speak to anybody on the panel for 2 months, and then all of a sudden Robin's like, oh, I think it might be Bow Wow. Okay, so finally somebody's saying Jesse McCartney as well. Alright, so let's get to the kitty. She went home with us this week, but it was the clue package talked about how she was very famous very young, and she started traveling the world at a very young age. People did not want her to grow up. And now her career is kind of up in the air. She sang Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. The extra clue for her was the bow and arrow. And the guesses from the panel included Leah Michele, one of the Olsen twins, and Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. The final guess as well, Vanessa Hudgens was Nicole's guess. Jeff Dye guessed one of the Olsen twins. He wasn't sure if it was Mary Kate or Ashley. Robin guessed Ashley Tisdale, another High School Musical alum. Ken guessed Anna Kendrick. Again, we've heard Anna Kendrick sing in like every movie she's been in. We would know Anna Kendrick's voice. And then Leah Michele for Jenny. Again, we would know Leah Michele's voice too. I mean, the celebrities I was guessing early on were like, maybe their speaking voice, but not their singing voice. I was saying it was maybe Christina Ricci or the gal from Modern Family. But once it was put in my ear from you guys on the comments about Jackie Evancho, specifically because of the comment she made to Robin the one week when we met It Was Lit. She helped light the Christmas tree one year with Robin Thicke. I was on the Jackie Evancho train from that point on. I was like, okay, everything makes sense. So then I just started following the clues, and I was like, yep, that makes sense, and, this was a girl that won America's Got Talent when she was 10 years old, and now she's 20 and looking for new avenues. So all of the whole thing about, like, I'm only known for one thing, and this, I'm trying to expand my horizons with this, all of that factored in with Jackie Evancho, and sure enough, when she was revealed, it was indeed good old Jackie Evancho. And none of the panel even really knew who she was. I feel like it was one of those instances where, Nick has the earpiece, and the producers are like, it's Jackie Evancho. Because I do believe that Nick doesn't necessarily know until they're unmasked, but I do think he knows before the panel does. I think they sort of whispered in his ear. Because there's no way he knows all of these people just, by sight once they take the mask off. they sort of talked about the whole America's Got Talent thing, and I didn't watch the after the Mask show. That they've been airing, the sort of social distancing behind the mask talk show that they've been doing the last few weeks. So I'm sure they delved even more into her clues throughout the thing. But for me, the one and only clue that I needed was the whole when we met it was lit thing with Robin Thicke. I was like, yep, that makes sense. And then all the other clues starting falling into place with that. So she said in the interview portion, when she was unmasked, that people have wanted her to remain a child forever, even though she's got the voice of a 50-year-old, basically this operatic, great voice, and she does. I mean, she won when I was still watching America's Got Talent, so I was familiar with her, but she really has only done that one thing. So maybe pop music is in her future now after this. I don't know, but I thought she did a great job. I was actually pretty surprised that she got voted off, but I still think I think the Frog's going to win the whole thing. It's anybody's guess who goes home next. I'm surprised the Rhino has stuck in there. He's fine. He's definitely good, but I think all of these other people are trained singers and performers. Rhino has a good voice, but it's not like blow me away amazing. So I'm surprised he's still around. But next week we'll have a new one, and then the week after we will have the final. So that's it for today. I like to keep these pretty short and sweet, especially now that everybody I've been saying is sort of keeps coming up with the clues, and oh yeah, that matches this person that I've been saying. So I think Barry Zito is the only question mark still in the mix. But after this week and his guest appearance on Jag, I don't know. I'm even more confident about Barry Zito, which Jenny McCarthy guessed last week, and nobody said it this week. But all right, well, that will do it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you back here next week for more Masked Singer.